the radio. Kabisa. If you are a lady when you wameokoka, let me niweke your disclaimer. Na unaamini your talent will not take you places, even though sana kwa church huwa tunaambiwa about talents. Kuna mtu alikuwa na 5 talents akaongezewa, kuna mtu alikuwa na 1 talent akanyang'anywa. By the way, wangemnyang'anya, si ni mtoto wa Mungu pia, wangemuongeza ingine, but apparently huyo alikuwa lazy sana. So ladies, kuna wale ladies who feel Christians ama wenye ni wako deep into that religion hawapati chance ya kupepea kwa art industry. So today my guest, nilikuwa nimekuambia ni nani, but assume huku msikia, si ndio? Assume umefungua TV saa hizi. My guest is 100% born again. Amefanya New Christmas, amefanya The Roses are dead.
Roses are dead, yeah.
Ako kwa single kiasi. Na single kiasi niliona warembo ndo wanapenda sana. She'll be telling me why. Pale kwa single kiasi season 2. And kama wewe ni mtu unakuaga na pesa za Showmax, imagine kitambo I used to think Showmax ni masonko.
For real.
Until nikakuja kuona it's less than 250 kwa simu yangu kukuwa nayo.
Imagine 250 shillings. Yeah, and
in fact I see 250.
Yeah.
Ni 249.
249. 1 shilling you've saved.
Imagine.
It makes a difference.
I used to tell, but I used to have the same mentality about Netflix. That hey, yani mimi kuna YouTube na ni save up ni ati nalipia Netflix, ati nalipia Showmax.
Yeah.
But Showmax nilikam kupenda because of Kenyan stars.
Yeah.
Wako pale hivyo.
Yeah.
Kenyan movies.
It's really
right
good.
Now if you want to watch the latest Kenyan movies, Showmax is the quickest place unaweza zipata.
Yeah.
So another thing that is fascinating about you ni vitu una follow Instagram. I'll be telling you about that, but hiyo ni siri. Wewe mwenye utakuwa ukiwatch Art and Culture Monday sitakupe hiyo siri. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Nairobi, Kenya, the queen herself mwenye ako hadi kwa movies yenye ni international. Show some love for Grace Wacuka.
Oh,
the lady in red, because she is dangerous.
Kabla tuanze, I have a gift for you. So, as you know, we just released the music video, Roses Are Dead. It's a story why this rose is alive, and I'm giving it to you.
Ngoja kidogo. Unajua my ushago haitaamini. My village people won't believe this. My haters, especially I've always been telling them napendwa. Hawasikii, hawaamini. Hawasikii la mwadhini au la mteka maji. Oneni sasa, kwanza ni mrembo, international star, ameniletea flower.
Yes.
Na si flower hivi, ni red rose.
It's a red rose.
Simu moja kwanza ni poke. Ayaya. Nimekabidhiwa. Because roses are not dead. All of them.
Not all of them.
Sihiko uhai.
Yeah.
Tell us about kwanza who is Grace Wacuka. So kwanza utawasalimia, si ndio?
Yes, hello everybody. Naitwa Grace Wacuka. Grew up in South Sea, where Isa grew up from, and I'm so happy about that.
Umetoka mtaa ya Maleje.
Yes. South Sea. Grew up in South Sea. Nilienda Precious Blood Ruta for my high school. I got PB. I'm a Piberian.
Kama kuna wasichana.
Yeah, Piberians.
PB.
Yeah, Piberians were not joking, by the way. We don't joke.
Mimi mlikuwa mnanikasirisha juu ya one thing. Wakati kuna funky and all that.
Yeah.
You know, mademo wa Precious Blood went a math contest.
Yeah.
Na pia mimi si mchache mouths.
Yeah.
nilikuwa naenda
maths contest. Yeah, so I went to PB. Also, if you're looking at me right now and you want to follow me, it's at I am WACUKA on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. At I am WACUKA. We're also going to be doing a giveaway. We're partnering maybe with Showmax, and we're also going to be giving free gifts for the next couple of weeks. So if you want to win something free, if you want to just if you just want to win something, go on my Instagram at I am WACUKA. My name is Grace Wacuka. I went to PB. I got straight A's in KCSE. I was top 100 in Nairobi. I was top 100. I was in the papers. Na nakumbuka kulikuwa na daktari fulani. When I told him I was an artist, aliniuliza like, how badly did you fail your KCSE so that you became an artist? And I said, I got straight A's.
Straight A's.
And he was like, so then you go and do the arts? So there's a stigma around artists.
Yeah.
Like if you're an artist, I don't know, you're not smart, you're not so...
You know Frank Majaina?
Yeah.
Ni artist.
Yeah.
Na huyo ndo anafanyaga saa tuonekana kama kila mtu mwenye ni artist ni mjinga. But there are those of us wenye tunapata
No. I mean, if you've watched, I don't know, if you've watched Woman King, if you've watched Black Panther, if you watch people that make those things make you think. You know what I mean? Like you talk afterwards about them, you talk. So the smarter you are, if you get into the arts, the more you're going to make people think. Like people are thinking about the Roses Are Dead music video that's on YouTube. If you've watched it and you're watching me now on KUTV, again, it's at I am WACUKA. Show me some love so that I put you in the VVIP category before I like blow up too much and I'm able to respond. I've literally responded to everybody from KU that's messaged me. I was at KU radio a few days ago. So I grew up in Nairobi, alafu nilienda PB. Sasa when I was in high school, nilijua my mom couldn't afford university. My dad died when I was about 11, about to turn 12. And I just knew she wasn't gonna be able to afford university. And again, why mentorship is so important, there was a girl who had done this program called the United World Colleges. If you're if you have any questions about what I'm saying, at I am WACUKA, I'll give you more information. And she came.
We can also remind them that we are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. So pale kwa comment section, they can also ask anything they want to know.
Oh, right. Ask me questions. I'll answer them. I'll answer them.
Single kiasi.
Yeah, I'm single kiasi. So back to how I grew up and the roles that I've given you. Yeah, so so many confused. What were we talking about?
Program.
Oh yeah. So I got this girl came and told us about this scholarship called United World Colleges. So I got a scholarship to study in India, but it was an international school, over 80 countries and 200 of us. Then from there, I got a scholarship to study in the States, where I studied theater with an emphasis in acting.
You did math.
Then from there, I got a scholarship to do a master's at Columbia University for acting. And my teacher taught Maheshala Ali and Lupita Nyong'o.
I need you to
scholarships, all of them.
No, the acting.
Yeah.
So that kuna watu take acting hivi that unaweza amka tu na uende uact.
It's not
I
a
need
joke.
them to know that there are those of us who have done even masters. As in, kwanza we have mastered the art of acting. Then we've gotten scholarship to go and do masters in acting.
Yeah, I was in the the Juilliard School of Drama. You've heard of Juilliard? It's the top school in drama. About over 5,000 people audition every year, and I got into the final 40. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. My character on Single Kiasi, her name is Olivia. It's going to be on Showmax. If you want to win something free, again, follow me on social media at I am WACUKA. Otherwise, you can just watch Single Kiasi on Showmax. She's a corporate lawyer. And I remember I took about 2 days, 4 weeks ago, talking to a corporate lawyer to understand what her job is. Yeah, like who is a corporate lawyer? You don't just wake up, like when people say, oh, just who can I talk to? Who can I? All of my auditions, everything that I've gotten in Kenya, everything that I've gotten internationally, including A New Christmas, has been 100% on merit. Things like, ladies, sleeping with anybody for a job, it's not that serious. Going against your values, going against you being a loved child of God, it's not that serious. There's no amount of money you can pay me for me to go against my values. And I don't care if the producer that owned Marvel told me he's never gonna hire me in anything because I refuse to, I don't know, although he seems like a nice guy, Kevin Feige, I don't think he'd ever do that. There's nothing. On my Instagram, my Bible verse that I've chosen, I went to Bible school, by the way. Like, I'm so serious about God. Even this Roses Are Dead music video was something that God told me to do.
Kabisa.
Yeah.
So, you went to high school and you were among the best in the country.
We thank God.
At some point ulikuwa pre-university scholarship program ya
Equity, James Mwangi. Yeah.
How did you...
How did I get that?
Yeah, was it coincident now that you say you were not sure? Your mom was not sure kama
mom was engineering, engineering, and dad before he died was doctor. There's no way you're getting straight A's in school and saying I want to be a musician and an actor from the time you're 11. There's no way. Like,
so
they're not gonna listen to
how is that happening?
And let me tell you, the arts are very difficult. Like, if you want to be an artist, unless it's a calling, look at me, don't do it. Unless it's a calling. If you want to do it for fame, if you want to do it for money, I'm telling you, don't do it. Like, you need to have had a vision from the creator of the universe telling you, because it is not an easy journey. I came up with this idea that I was going to be an artist when I was 11. Do I look 11? I'm not 11. So I've worked at Homeboys and they rejected all my music for 2 years. That I went through that 10 years ago. I've lived in New York, but my living in New York was, my rent was 80,000 and I was making 80,000. I had no money for food. I had no money for transport. I would struggle to pay healthcare. I was constantly lonely. I had no family. I was alone. It is not a joke.
You are married.
Even in Kenya, I've been here for 2 years. I've auditioned for so many things before I got single Kiasi like 2 months ago.
Kabisa.
Like, it's not a joke.
Kabisa. So let's talk about the HBO movie.
Yes.
How did you land the sport?
Yeah.
How did you? How were you connected?
How did
with
I
the
get
casting
it?
director? How did you reach there?
Yeah. And again, if you're interested in my story, you want to know more, you want to get a scholarship to uni, you want advice, you want to be in the VVIP list, you want to win stuff, at I am WACUKA on Instagram and Facebook and also YouTube. You will definitely get into the VVIP. I will definitely respond to you today. And again, shout out to James Mwangi, by the way, Equity Bank, because you asked me about that. Equity came to my school in Form 2. Then he gave a speech, and it was a wonderful speech about delaying gratification. He left the building, and we had been told to sit in the hall. And me, I was like, I'm not sitting in the hall. And I ran after that man. And the headmistress, she hated me. Actually, in Form 4, I was doing Form 1 duties because she hated me that much. I don't know what was wrong with that woman. And literally, I thought she was going to hold my hair back because I ran past her. Like, when they talk about chasing your dreams.
You chased them.
I literally chased my dreams. Then I went, I met him. I was like, hi, my name is Grace Wacuka. You know, I was, how old was I? 16, 17. Hi, my name is Grace Wacuka. You know, and then he looked at me. There was other girls there, by the way, others of us, and he said, okay, well, he just gave us his card, like, you know, okay, he just gave us his card, and he was like, okay, girls, call me. So then in August, I remember I was just sitting there thinking, I need to call this man, I need to call this man, and I'd gotten the card 4 months prior, so I just called the number. Obviously, it was a secretary, it wasn't actually his number. So I was like, hi, my name is Grace Wacuka. James Mwangi gave me his card. Can I meet him? So she was like, okay, fine. So I went to his office and I sat there and I just puked all my dreams. I just said, I want to be an actor. I want to be this. I want to be that. And he's just looking at me like this. And he's like, okay. So when I finished, he said to me, Grace, you seem to have a lot of potential. if you get an A in KCSE, you'll come work for the pre-university scholar program. And you know what? It was only the top girl and top boy in the district that was getting that. And there was a specific girl in my school. There was no way I was ever going to beat her. Like I knew there's, Yani, she was those people who'd get an 84 percentile and then the next person was 78.
That's what
this chick was another. Yeah, so then when I got that when he told me that, my Kiswahili teacher, by the way, see, I know you're looking at me thinking, babi ata hizi kuongea swa. Girl, I got a straight A in Kiswahili. Like, don't even, I can go on KTN Leo and become a presenter today. Don't Taifa Leo, I can read you the whole thing right now. Like, don't even, maybe Sheng, sasa hapo, okay, fine, please just forgive me. But my Swahili, and my Kiswahili teacher actually told me, oh, you Grace, naona kipata B minus. A B minus would have taken me from an A to a B plus. You know how whatever. So literally, I went home, I put A's all over the house. A. Before I slept, I used to I printed my KCSE. It was this big. My KCSE certificate next to my bed. Like, so I'd wake up, I'd look at it, and I'd close my eyes and I'd say, thank you for my A. I would pray to God. At some point, I realized, hiya, see, God knows what's coming in the exam. Allah, why am I studying for the exam? And so I just started telling God, so you tell me what's coming. And geography, I remember going to bed that night, I woke up, I said, guys, it's maize. It's maize. God has told me, and it was maize.
So, even if you HBO.
It was maize. So HBO, so when I was in New York, suffering, struggling, bleeding, and crying, I met a friend of mine who I was just like, girl, there's no way I'm ever gonna get cast in anything. I'm not American, so I don't even have and by the way, over there, if you're not American, there are so many things you can't do. It's so limiting. So I only had a 1-year work permit, and that work permit is so limiting. Unless you're Lupita and then you suddenly win an Oscar in your first year, which is what happened to her on her 1-year work permit, you're pretty much cut off from anything and everything. So I just told her, by the way, girl, I'm never gonna get cast in anything. I have a Kenyan accent. At that point, I hadn't learned the American accent from Columbia University. Again, if you just tuned in, at I am WACUKA, Instagram,
Wacuka.
YouTube, Grace Wacuka. Yeah, so she was just like, so I complained to this girl for about 3 hours. I remember. And by then, she wasn't a believer. This girl, I think, believes in like...
Yeah, Jokoka.
She says she only believes in God when she talks to me. I think she's into the universe or something. May God uses everybody. Like, it really doesn't matter. So a few days later, she sent me a post on Facebook saying, see, some things are looking for you. And it was a character description. Kioni, 26 or 25 years old, bubbly, optimistic, go-getter, has gone through a challenging life, but is very optimistic. I'm like, this is me. So I asked her, where did you get this? Where did you get this? She tells me some website, NYC casting. In America, again, no money for the arts, but you have to pay 15,000 a year, no, 30,000 a year to be able to subscribe to acting audition websites. You're not making money, but you're spending 30,000 a year. To get a professional headshot, 60,000. To get a website, 30,000. To create a reel, like your professional reel as an actor, minimum 100,000. That time, I'm working at a gym making smoothies.
You're making smoothies?
I'm making smoothies like, hi, what can I get for you? That's literally my job. Like, and you're being paid, you can't like, unless it's a calling, I'm telling you, don't do it. So I, on the NYC casting, I was like, hi, Grace Wacuka, blah, blah, blah. I put my headshot, nini. Then I contacted a teacher of mine who is one of the best audition. If the audition is important, you need to pay somebody who is an audition expert to coach me. So she coached me. I told her, listen, can we trade? Can you coach me and then I babysit your kid? Like, so I don't pay money, but I babysit your kid because I was working for her as a babysitter. She said, sure. So Alini Nini, she whatever, she said, great. I submitted my audition. They told me, when they finally got me, they told me, Grace, do you know we've been searching for a Kenyan? We even contacted Sarah Hassan, but she's so pregnant at this time and she's in Kenya. We have looked everywhere for a Kenyan. We found Nigerians, we found African Americans. Literally, you are the only person that we found. But guys, let me tell you, that story didn't end there. Your script walinipea. What Kenya is like. I've never seen a Christmas tree. My parents died of HIV/AIDS. I've never had a sanitary towel.
Your character?
Yeah, your character. We drink blood.
Yeah. As part of culture.
We kill for water.
We
kill for water. Let me tell you, that script, I read it and I'd already signed the contract. I was like, la 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 la. Kenyans will never forgive me. They will never forget. I went to the director. I went to the director the next morning with great trembling. And I just told him, listen, this is not Kenya.
This is not.
And it was a white guy in California who had written the script. He was watching documentaries about Kenya, and that's where he came up with my character. I told him, this is not Kenya. And if you watch it, it's a new Christmas on Showmax. Tell me if that's what you saw. Tell me if that's what you saw. That girl, I told her, HIV/AIDS, twayo. Sanitary towels, whatever. In fact, let me change all my lines to be like, Kwani, what do you think of us Kenyans?
We're so not that beggars. Hata pesa huwa tunaitisha huko nje. Ni juu tunawasaidia wao.
We build them.
Hawatupeagi pesa, tunawarudishia the same. Zinakujaga na interest.
We build them.
So, tutoke hapo hivyo, tutoke huko majuu. Turudi. Turudi nchini. Single kiasi. What is season 2 like? What are we expecting?
Let me tell you guys.
Who is Olivia?
Olivia Budo is a corporate lawyer. She is the richest girl in Single Kiasi. And let me tell you, the season is reflecting that. You're gonna see things you have never seen before on Kenyan television. Let me tell you, you don't want to be like Money Heist and catch the wave in 2-3 years. You need to get a Showmax subscription now. It's crazy. Like, if you thought season 1 was something,
season 2, they won't believe it.
It's legitimate. They took us to a villa the other day to shoot for 4 days. We're hiring spaces. A villa. We're hiring the things that we're doing tomorrow. If I don't show up, we're losing millions.
Wait. Let's do this. Hata tusiongelele hiyo Single Kiasi tena. Do this. Ensure uko na subscription yako ya Showmax. Sawa?
Or follow me for...
Okay. Okay. Follow pale at IAMWACUKA. I am Wacuka. Utawasaidia kupata subscription, si ndio?
Yes.
So, nataka tumalize. We have only 2 minutes. Sawa? In these 2 minutes, kitu nataka tufanye cha kwanza, tell them about Roses Are Dead.
Roses Are Dead is a song that I wrote in Form 2. I was standing outside the matron's office before she inspected my linen. And I had it as a song that played the whole thing. Like, I didn't sit down and write it. It was, I had it like a radio. I told my desk mate, we need to record this. And then it's been over 10 years. I've been struggling to get that song done. Homeboys tried doing a version of it in 2013. They would tell me constantly, nobody wants to hear your music, Grace. Your music is too deep. It's too white. Kenyans don't like to think. Kenyans only want to party. So unless your song is about partying, drinking, men, and sex, nobody's gonna listen to it. I gave up on music. Then I met the person for a while. Then I met the person who fulfilled Roses Are Dead for me. That bitterness in that song, that woman, what she's gone through, let me tell you, I can 100% relate. We shot the video for Roses Are Dead in January 23rd. Is it January 23rd?
Yes.
Is today January 23rd?
No, today we are in November.
And the only reason that song, with all the challenges that it's been through, is because when I did a Netflix feature film that's coming out next year, if you've not followed me now and not joined the VIP list,
you're losing.
So when I did the Netflix feature film, I asked God, what do I do with the money? And he said, do that song, Roses Are Dead. I said, God, that song from 10 years ago. So listen, if you're wasting all your money in university on Naivasha, alcohol, my friends, vitu za dunia zitaisha. You need to, every time you get money, you always need to ask God, what do I do with this money? Because God says, what is it? And he gives you seed for sowing, bread for eating, that he multiplies the seed for sowing. If you're eating your seeds and planting your bread, God only multiplies what you sow. So if you're sowing Naivasha, the bars, alcohol, just think.
Women.
So don't waste your university. Don't be, I'm sorry, but don't be stupid.
Okay.
Girls, protect yourself. Stay close to God. You're still gonna make it. Do not compromise your values. Men, learn some respect for women, respect the women in your life like they're your mother, watch Roses Are Dead, follow me at I am Wacuka, and listen, if you've gone through a horrible breakup, follow me. If you've gone through a horrible breakup and you've really had like a horrible year, I'm telling you now, follow me on social media. I'm going to bless your life like no one's business.
Amen. Amen. Sawa sawa. So, meskia at I am Wacuka, utasaidika sana. So nataka tumalize. Yes. And as always, huwa tunamaliza on Thursday, huwa nakuwa na show ya Kiswahili. So huwa tunamaliza na methali, misemo.
Nice.
And now wewe ulipata Kiswahili. Sawa sawa. Sawa. Tupe methali moja, maana na matumizi. Sawa sawa. Then ndo tumalizie.
Asiyefunzwa na
mamaye hufunzwa na
ulimwengu.
Kabisa.
Praise God.
Kabisa, na tunafungia hapo hivyo mpenzi mtazamaji. Imekuwa show moja bomba tena zaidi. I told you about Wacuka. Mumeona hajashukwa but this girl is something else. Na follow her at I am Wacuka na utasaidika tena zaidi, so that hata wewe kisha saidika usaidie wengine, si ndio? That's it for today for Art and Culture Monday. Time imeniishia, so I cannot tell you anything else apart kukuambia anything else I wanted to tell you. We'll do that on Thursday. Asante sana Karen Blessing, and congratulations. You know, the host wa hii show hayuko kwa soko. Alifanya wedding saa to imagine.
Wow, congratulations. Should I send her rose?
Yeah, you will.
Okay, you'll tell me her details?
Yeah. Karen Blessing. In fact, I will tell her to follow you.
Sawa.
Then after amekufollow, one ni Karen Blessing. Ujue ni yeye. Bless her with a red rose.
Yeah, because I had two. I had
But one was for me. Ojuanga mtoto wa Mariam.
Sawa.
Kabisa.
All right.
Haya basi, nikimalizia kukukumbusha tu ya kwamba daima dawamu Mungu halali wala hali wali au ugali. Ndio Juanga mtoto wa Mariam, Senior Warrant Officer 1 ama Lieutenant Kanale. Mungu akitujalia hadi Alhamisi katika makala ya TBT. Peace and out.